Making a buzz this afternoon, some of the internet's biggest websites went dark today in protest of the Stop Online Piracy Act being considered by Congress. SOPA aims to crack down on copyright infringement by restricting access to sites some say encourage it. We're talking about sites including Reddit and Wikipedia. Under SOPA, copyright holders would be able to complain to law enforcement and possibly get those sites shut down.
Opponents of the bill say SOPA would take away from the freedom of the internet, and Americans could lose access to thousands of pages they currently view. So today, sites like Wikipedia and Reddit shut down. They went black. They say it's to give people a taste of what the internet would be like. The question for you today on ABC 15 Now is what do you think of SOPA stepping in, and what internet site would you miss the most if it is passed?
And joining us to discuss this topic and more, we have today's guest on ABC 15 Now, Brent Millward. He runs the National Institute for Civil Discourse, which is run out of U of A down in Tucson.
Right.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Susan.
Some co-sponsors of this bill already pulling out and saying, you know what, we don't support it anymore.
Well, I think one of the things about a bill like this is there's a problem, and so people start to write a bill. And they start to think about it, and they start to think about the implications of that bill. And I look at Wikipedia, and I think it's an amazing site. It's one of the places that students get an amazing amount of information, are able to really use that to go to other places, to write their term papers, to write their thesis, dissertations. It's the kind of thing that brings us all together. It's a common source site. People put that together. Areas that I do research in are wonderful because I can see all the different minds working on areas like terrorism that I work in.
You have to keep in mind, though, especially with Wikipedia, some of the information might not be accurate because pretty much anyone can add or contribute to whatever topic you're looking up.
Although hot areas are edited, and so you have some adult supervision, and you also have there are parts of Wikipedia where if there's a lot of contention, let's say over the Palestinian question or Israel or something like that, there'll be a big note up there telling people that, so that that this is not something that everybody agrees on by any means at all.
Well, Wikipedia, including Reddit and about 10,000 other sites, they are black today, and they're urging folks on their websites to call their congressional representatives and sound off about SOPA. They're really putting this into the consumer's hands. We have the right to go to any website we want right now, and they're giving us a taste of what it would be like if we didn't have that right.
That's exactly right. And the freedom of the internet is one of the great achievements of the last 20 years or so. And I think this is just an amazing thing that we have now that we never had before. It is so easy to communicate. It's so easy to get information from anywhere. There are certainly dangers. Piracy is one of them. Other dangers are things like only getting material that that the internet thinks we want. Google has an algorithm that gives you the kinds of things that you want. You don't see as much as you might otherwise have.
Well, we asked you what you thought about the SOPA law and about some of these internet sites doing the one-day blackout. And this is what you're saying. Fran Burke writes, I am completely against SOPA and PIPA. Just one more government scam trying to scare us into giving up more of our rights.
Colleen Sullivan, SOPA and PIPA both have good intentions, but they are not good bills. I'd say that since Senator Marco Rubio, who is a co-sponsor of the bill, just withdrew his support for it, the blackout is making its point.
Herman Mercado says it's simple, really. Our government does not like the fact that we, the people, have a forum where we can freely speak our minds. So they are using piracy as an excuse to shut down social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. That's